We are joined now by Commissioner Brendan Carr of the FCC. That's the federal agency that oversees our country's communication laws and regulations. Commissioner Carr, good morning. I want to clarify, you don't have direct control or regulatory power over TikTok. Now, that could change, but you have been leading and shaping opinion on this issue. So to the more than 100 million Americans who are using this app apparently without great concern, why do you support a ban?
Yeah, look, I think the evidence we have now is crystal clear. For years, TikTok represented that very little data, if any, goes back to Beijing. And there was a blockbuster story over the summer that got internal communications that said, no, in fact, quote, everything is seen in China. There was a story that they were using the app, TikTok, to surreptitiously surveil the locations of specific Americans. They denied it. Later, internal emails came out that said, no, we're doing it. As the segment noted, FBI and DOJ are looking at that. Ahead of our most recent midterm elections, the CCP state media set up TikTok accounts to target politicians here for divisive content. So I think we have a lot of evidence of the risk. And look, I testified before that same committee many times, sat in that same chair, and I've never seen anything like that. Really, the day could not have gone any worse for TikTok.
Do you think we'd be having this kind of conversation if TikTok were owned by, say, a Swedish company or a Finnish company like Angry Birds or Spotify, for example? Is it about it being Chinese that's really driving all this concern?
You know, look, we have a baseline level of concern with all applications, whether they're based in Europe or Silicon Valley itself. We've had a lot of hearings in Congress about that, and there's work right now on sort of data privacy laws that put some baseline protections in place for everybody. But what we're seeing is there's something exceptionally unique about TikTok. And one way we can see that is there's a sister app, Douyin, that's available in China. TikTok itself is not. And there they show educational material, museum exhibits, science experiments to kids. And here we get things like content that shows young girls eating disorder and self-harm. And so I think there's something very unique about it. That's why you see bipartisan support. FBI Director Chris Wray, Democrat Senator Mark Warner, Chair of Senate Intel, saying that TikTok itself scares the dickens out of him.
Yeah, there are parental concerns, there are security concerns. Lawmakers seem to have a pretty clear line of thought on this. TikTok is owned by ByteDance. ByteDance is Chinese, and under Chinese law, it is accountable to the Communist Party there in that country. With that chain of events, is there anything short of an outright ban that you would support?
No, I don't see it at this point. Even the White House last week reports where they went to TikTok and said, look, you either have to divest Chinese government ownership, Chinese ownership, or face a potential ban. I think that's the right thing. The most important thing that the TikTok CEO had to do yesterday was build some level of trust and credibility with Congress. And in that effort, I think he completely failed. And so we'll see. Look, there's still a lot of time left. There's still a lot of issues, potential hurdles to get legislation passed or to get the Treasury Department, which is looking at this, to take action. But really, the trust is just bottoming out for TikTok. And it doesn't look good. Look, there's 150 million Americans that are on this for sure. And so we got to make the case to them very clearly that there's a risk here.
All right, Commissioner. Well, you made that case this morning. Thank you very much.
Thanks.